Hello, this video is what an American thinks about Czech Republic. I was there like 4 days, and it's a cool place. I went from Vienna to Prague to up north to Poland, and Czech Republic. I didn't have to get stamped in. I looked around, I saw the cop thing, but it was all closed, so I just went in. It became much less populated, but I guess it was less populated in the eastern part of Austria than the western part, and flatter. So basically you can camp wherever you want. Like, finding a place to camp in the bushes is no problem. And it's actually forest, and it's beautiful forest. I mean, it's like rainforest, like with all the rain, just trees, and then you got the little canopy protecting all the little plants below, and it's been raining like hardcore every day for the last couple of weeks, and it's going to go for another week. So it's like, I guess, Czech Republic, Poland, Austria, it's like rainforest, man. But luckily it's late enough in the year that I'm not freezing my ass off, but I am getting wet as fuck. So I went into Prague. Prague is beautiful. Everybody's bragged about Prague, so I was like looking forward to going to Prague. And it wasn't that expensive. It was like 18, Prague dollars, whatever they're called, which was like, or I don't even remember. Oh no, 450 Prague dollars, which was like 20 bucks. I don't even know. I never looked it up, but I was there 3 nights. I was there for the marathon, and I took video of the marathon. I took a lot of videos, actually, of the marathon, and of like polka music and stuff, and even kids in the hostel and stuff. It was really good, but then I accidentally erased a whole bunch of videos, so I lost all of it. So anyways, I won't do that again. I learned my lesson with that. But Prague is like, it reminds, that movie Shrek? Remember Never Neverland, where you have like the castle inside of the walls? It's like that, like more than any place I've ever seen. Like, you have this castle, and then you have like the walls with the holes for the archers, and then this huge ravine with a river going through it. So that would have been a great defensive place. I'm a little drunk. At least on the north side, and then it's up on a hill towards the east where the river is, and then the south, and then towards the west it was kind of normal. So I guess they had to have bigger walls there. But anyways, it's really beautiful. Their central church there. There were so many tourists, though. It's the most tourist place I've ever been in my entire life. I mean, more than Rome. But I was there for the marathon too, but people everywhere, and it's in my video, you can see. But it's also the most pedestrian city I've ever been. I mean, the whole center, it's all pedestrian. It's just like a maze of only pedestrian streets, cobblestone, and it's really beautiful that way, and lots of, like plazas and stuff. And so, I mean, yeah, Prague is a great place to check out. I saw lots of Thai massage signs everywhere, which was like, I was like, what? I was like confused, and then I looked at one, and it's like real Thai massage. Like, they had like 4 ex-instructors of Wat Po working at one place. So somebody like brought a whole bunch of Thai people to Prague, and I guess, and so maybe I should have gotten a Thai massage. It would have been getting a Thai massage at Wat Po, which I actually never did. I got some Thai massage from some like old man on Calsand Road. It totally sucked. So you know what? In retrospect, I should have gotten a Thai massage there. But anyways, I didn't. But that was interesting. The Czech people, they're very friendly. They speak less English than the Austrians, who speak a lot less than the Germans. And out in the outskirts, I think I only talked to like a couple guys who could speak English. I mean, you pretty much don't speak English. Inside the city they do, and if you kind of imply that they don't, it seems like they get maybe a little upset, because I asked some guy, he's like, hello, and I was like, oh yeah, hey, you speak English? He's like, I said hello, doesn't that mean I speak English? I was like, okay. And then this other guy, he's like, I'm like, yeah, I want the strongest earphones, strong, and I flex my arm like strong, and he's like, I understand what strong means, and I was like, oh. So, but I mean, they speak way better English in Prague and Czech than they do in Poland, but that's another video. So, and then I went to the north, and they had lots of like fields of this yellow flower, and also fields of dandelions. So and you know, lots of like little villages, like tiny little villages. Then they have the sign for the village, and then like 1 minute later you're out of the village. Like in America, they wouldn't, if a village that small, they would not have a sign for it. Maybe they'd have a name for it or something, but the government wouldn't put up a sign. It'd be like Billy Bob Joe and his family, you know. But it's like an official village there. And, you know, so then you go through a village. Because I got lost and I had to go through, like, half the day I had to go through, like, tiny little villages on tiny little roads and stuff. But it was pretty. And they're really into Jesus. They have Jesus Christ statues all over the place in Prague and like or in Czech Republic in the little like villages and stuff. And yeah, I stayed at a campsite, and in the morning I was like, yeah, I stayed here, and they were like, nah. I think what she meant was they hadn't opened for campsite yet, and so they weren't smiling at me and none of the people, but they didn't charge me. But yeah, I mean, Czech Republic, I guess it's one of those Eastern Bloc countries that was communist just a few years back. So they're kind of poor, and I get even the guy at the hostel was saying that they're, you know, poor there and they're not happy about the politicians, but nobody participates in politics because they feel like they can't do anything about it, so they just don't participate, you know, or whatever. And so they kind of they're not as like cheery and happy as like in Austria and Germany and, you know, like first world countries, you know. They're kind of more like gloomy, kind of like in Poland, you know. Like if you look at them on the street, you're like, hey, they're like, you know. Whereas in Germany, they'd be like, hey, yay, you know. But I mean, they're nice and everything. But yeah, it was cheaper. Like the outskirts, you know, food I could tell was cheaper, and the food was good. But they're also like more formal, and also in Poland. But I'll talk about that on another video, the Poland video. But yeah, they're more formal. Like a waiter, you know, like in America or like Germany or whatever, would be like, hey, what's up? You know, what do you want? But they're like stand up straight, you know, and then you like sit down. They're like, and they waltz over, you know, and they're just very. And when they place the forks and stuff, they put it like perfectly, you know. They're just more formal. But Czech Republic, that's my experience with Czech. I'm gonna head into Slovakia later. I'm in Poland now, but I'm not gonna do the Poland video because I'm still in Poland, and I don't like doing videos until after I'm completely out of the country, because something wacky could happen before I leave. So anyways, that's what an American thinks about Czech Republic. Prague's really beautiful though. You want to check it out.